Governor Ralph Northam declared a state of emergency in Virginia. A tornado swept through the area, destroying everything that stood in its way. Tonight, ABC 13 is staying on top of this story for you. We have team coverage right now. Danner Evans, Emily Swecker, Whitney Burney, and I, Denise McMillan, are all with us. Danner, let's begin with you. An emotional emergency services coordinator in Amherst County just gave an update less than an hour ago. Bring us up to speed.
Gary Rokes took the podium to bring us up to speed, telling us that this entire community they went through, did a sweep through here in Elon of the community that was hit here in Amherst County, and that nobody else is missing, nobody else is hurt. And he was pretty emotional when he got up there, and there's good reason. If you think about it, 24 hours ago, everyone was going about their lives like they normally do. It was a Sunday night. They were probably barbecuing in the backyard, cooking dinner with their kids. Everything was as they had always known it. Now look at this neighborhood here. This is on Nottoway. This is where the majority of this destruction happened. Houses wiped away, roofs wiped away. And if you look at, there are some houses that were barely touched. Maybe there's some shingles gone. There are other houses that are destroyed tonight. But I'll tell you what, this community is out here. They are celebrating life tonight because while 6 people were hurt, no one died in this neighborhood miraculously. And Mal's parents here live in this house behind me, and you know, you guys are out here fixing that roof right now.
Yes, we're out here trying to get a tarp over top of the house because the skylight was knocked out and it was having rain pour in the house last night. The Gaines family, we were fortunate for our house to still be standing, but as you can see with the other destruction, we're just thankful to the good Lord that nobody lost their lives in this. And the major thing of it is that coming together as a community is one thing I can say about Amherst County. We know how to come together even if we're not family. We know how to stick together and pull together in times of crisis.
I guess the main thing is just, you got to take it one day at a time. We're here to provide resources. Everything can happen overnight. You got to maintain your faith.
We sat there and I started praying because I could feel it coming.
ABC 13's Emily Swecker has been here in Elon all day talking to people as they are trying to start that cleanup process.
Today is the first day of the cleanup process here in Amherst County, and for residents of this tight-knit community, what they're seeing is absolutely devastating.
I heard this noise. It sounded like a train coming. It was just really a foreboding noise, like doom.
That was the moment Tefna Richardson knew she was in trouble. She grabbed her dogs, crouched in the corner, and prayed she would survive the storm.
And at that time, I started just screaming out, just praying.
Trees toppled down around Richardson's home, but she and her dogs walked away unharmed due to what she calls the grace of God.
I just started screaming, hallelujah, hallelujah. I was screaming it to the top of my lungs.
Now for some, all that's left behind is destruction and debris, especially along Route 130 in Elon, where the storm hit the hardest.
We do ask that if no one lives up in this area, please do not come here and just ride through the area just to see what's happening. We've got a lot of people working in the area, but also out of respect for the citizens that lost, everything down there, last night.
At this time, they say volunteers aren't needed, but donations will be accepted at the Sam's Club on Wards Road. That's through Gleaning for the World. They'll be accepting those donations tomorrow and Wednesday from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. Reporting in Amherst County, Emily Swecker, ABC 13 News.
Now to the homes in the path of that tornado. We spoke with a lot of homeowners today, especially in this neighborhood, who are trying to just figure out this destruction, what to do next, getting together with their neighbors. A lot of them saying, wow, we really lucked out. We lost so much, but we have so much because we are alive. And all officials say 25 to 20 homes were either a complete loss or severely damaged. Total of 6 people taken to the hospital, all with non-life-threatening injuries. We spoke with homeowner David Childress. His home was demolished, flattened here in this neighborhood. He says his wife and son were inside when that tornado struck.
She said that she actually saw the house lifting up. She was on the main floor, and she saw the wall coming in, and the wall actually hit her. And then she hollered out for our oldest son, Bryson, and she actually found him. The storm had actually thrown him out into the yard. And so he was unconscious.
And I'm told by the sheriff here that happened in a matter of 10 minutes. David Childress went to go pick up some children, came back home, and his house was gone. The sheriff also tells me his son is doing well after getting some surgery today on his arm.
Danner, I'm here just behind Timberlake Road, and I wanted to show the viewers something. Look at how crazy some of this damage is. This is a garage that was sitting here, and now it's completely gone. You can see the doors are gone. There's insulation everywhere. There's wires everywhere. There's even some of the tires are kind of floating around. And unfortunately, this is a familiar scene for many of the neighbors and businesses who are in this area.
It was coming one day with these
just hit like out of nowhere, went from normal rain to not being able to see out the window, maybe 5 feet.
Then I heard trees fall down, and 3 minutes later it was all over.
This storm tore through this neighborhood on Brooklawn Drive in Campbell County.
We took the 5 steps to the door, and by then the glass was breaking and stuff was flying.
I don't know, it's kind of like flight or fright. You just got down and then, because I didn't want to be standing up if the roof came down.
And this is what they walked outside to, their neighborhood in shambles.
There's a lot of roof damage, a lot of trees, windows broken.
More than half the windows are broken and shattered on the inside, so the bunch of glass came. Last night a piece of glass hit me just below the eye.
Neighbors and businesses in the area say that the amount of damage that their homes have sustained could take weeks to fix, but they're just happy that everyone made it through. Live in Campbell County, Whitney Burney, ABC 13 News.
It has been just something, and just being out in the community and speaking to all of you and just listening to your stories about the storm, the tornado that went on through. Also earlier today, I did speak to the National Weather Service. I met up with them when they were in the Lynchburg area. Now, the official report has not come out, but they will be confirming. I can confirm this, and also the National Weather Service will be confirming that, yes, this was indeed a tornado in the Lynchburg area.
Trees are going down, Dad. What do you think we should do? Is this it?
He's in telephone wires.
That tree fell down over there.
Oh, that tree just fell. I'm right by a big tree.
Do you think you can go through there, through the wires? No, I don't think we should. Lily, hold on. You stuck?
Yeah.
What do you think about driving?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Wow. Scary and dramatic video of the moment a family out for a drive got stuck in last night's storm. Chris Berkheimer sent us this video through See It, Send It. He says the situation went from calm to intense within a matter of seconds. Trees started falling all around them and power lines started coming down all over the place. Luckily, though, Chris and his family walked away without any injuries. Cleanup underway in a number of communities right now. ABC 13's Tenise McMillan is live in Danville with the damage done in a neighborhood there. Tenise?
Mark, this is what's left here on Golf Club Road. You can see the roof to this stable you see behind these trees is gone. The storm came through, peeled it off, and tossed it in another man's backyard. And if you drive down Golf Club Road in Danville, you see the neighborhood is shattered. Down trees and power lines everywhere you turn. One homeowner in the neighborhood says he was home alone when he got word that the tornado was headed for his house.
Within 30 seconds after I'd gotten in the bathtub, I thought the roof of the house was flying off, and I thought it was my last day.
Almost everyone on Golf Club Road is without power. I took a look at the Danville Utilities outage map, and there are about 1,200 more people without power in Danville than there were this morning. Now we're waiting to hear back from Danville Utilities on why that is and when you can expect your power to be back on.
There are several shelters around the area for those who need them. ABC 13's Valencia Jones is at Thomas Road Baptist Church in Lynchburg tonight, where they've partnered with the Red Cross to lend a hand. Valencia?
This is the grand entrance where volunteers with both the Red Cross and Thomas Road Baptist Church are ready to welcome folks with open arms. They opened the doors of this shelter last night, taking donations and providing a place for those devastated by the storms sweeping through the area yesterday. Workers and volunteers are providing lodging, showers, food, water, and medicine. There are also places to charge your phones and electronics. Organizers say not many people have come just yet, but as power outages continue, they want everyone to know they have a place to go.
Please come. We'll have a warm meal for you, a warm bed, a warm shower for you, and you'll get a lot of love, and we'd love for you to come in, and we'd love to show the love of Jesus Christ to you.
Organizers say the shelter will be open as long as needed and at least through Wednesday. Live in Lynchburg, Valencia Jones, ABC 13 News.
ABC 13 has team coverage for you tonight. I'm in Elon, live in Amherst County, that community that was just torn apart almost 24 hours ago by a tornado. I want to show you something very special, and it's what this community is holding strong to tonight. Check this out. In all the debris there, a neighbor climbed up and hung the American flag there. Everybody in this community is holding this as a symbol tonight of their strength and how they will survive this storm. You can see in the Elon Forest subdivision, branches are everywhere. Some were projectiles going into houses, but amazingly, a lot of people just missed the brunt of this storm. One house, which has been standing since the 1700s, had virtually no damage, despite losing every tree in the yard. This video from Timberlake Road last night as that storm moved through the area. Some very scary moments for people that live there. ABC 13's Courtney Joden went to Timberlake Road today to see how they're coping.
People who live along Beechwood Drive just off of Timberlake Road are working to clear the debris from their yards and from their homes. Actually, you can see people right here. This is the Eubank home, and we're going to show you what they're dealing with.
I feel sorry for all of y'all. I figured I'd come down and meet you because I don't have a mailbox.
Jessica Eubank and her family's home is still intact.
Got a lot to do.
But their backyard is another story.
The giant oak that we have here, easily 800 or 900 years old.
Luckily, the huge oak tree fell into an empty lot between two houses, but they have several other trees around the house that did do some damage. The Eubank family says that they are thankful none of them were hurt, as well as any of their neighbors. In Campbell County, Courtney Joden, ABC 13 News.
Another hard-hit area from this storm is Boonesboro in Lynchburg, and that's where ABC 13's Annie Anderson has been checking all day the damage and the cleanup underway.
It was a cleaning day for most.
There was brush all the way up to the house there. We could barely get into the doors.
Frank Whitehouse was home when the storm came through his neighborhood.
Before we figured out it was time to head to the basement, maybe 2 minutes after the warning, 3 minutes, the tornado came over.
And while his yard is a mess, the storm spared his house.
I'm really shocked. As much damage as there is, I think, fortunately, we got lucky.
The community, they came out to watch us play our football game, so we might as well come out and help the community, help them get better, you know.
I tell you, the glass guys have been super because they've helped us enormously getting this cleaned up. I wouldn't even think what would have happened. I would have been weeks and weeks and weeks.
Most of the trees in this area have been cleaned up, but for some of them, especially the bigger ones like the one on this house, they're going to have to wait for cranes. And I talked to a crane operator today, and he told me that the cranes are just really busy trying to clear all of these trees.
Family in Amherst County is counting their blessings tonight. They say the tornado passed just behind their house. Will Stafford is live in Amherst County tonight with more. Will?
Mark, Greg Fresher says that earlier last night when the storm came through, he and his wife got to the basement as soon as they could.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dennis Carter. With school out today, a large group of EC Glass athletes from several different sports came together to help out their neighbors in need following yesterday's devastating storms. The cleanup and recovery efforts are just getting started with all the destruction left behind. Area athletes and coaches were out helping to clean up in some of the hard-hit areas across the street from Oakwood Country Club, including Peakland Place and Oakwood Place.
I think it's good for us to get out and give back to so many folks that have given to us. And you know, we got the manpower, we got the back strength, so let's get to work.
It was amazing, man. Like being able to help your community, it's amazing.
Very rewarding. I love looking out for my community. Just like to help people.
I just want to say thank you for everyone who is coming out today and to help us. I really thank you and God bless you guys.